So I actually think that this is a great example of why we have a responsibility to critically analyze the things we like, even more than the things we don't like. Because let's say, for an argument, you don't like Attack on Titan. You watch a couple episodes and you bounce off. You're not going to be the person who ends up at a convention wearing an armband with a star on it, oblivious to the fact that that is blatant World War II Holocaust imagery. You're just not going to get to that part of the anime, or you're not even going to interact with that part of the anime. Nor will you interact with that part of the fan base. Like, the damage you can do when you deeply dislike something is oddly kind of minimal. You could still be a dick. Humans are great at finding ways to be a dick, but still. Like, it's not the people who hate Attack on Titan who claim that there's no fascism or no racial essentialism or nothing else problematic about the series. It tends to be superfans who claim that. Now, once again, this doesn't make it wrong to like Attack on Titan. Many of our most influential works of art were problematic in some way, or made by problematic people. I mean, let's put it this way. You likely have a favorite piece of media that was made by an absolute shitbag. Why? Because there are a lot of absolute shitbags out there. It is near impossible to keep this weird sort of concept of a pure slate of media consumption, and honestly, we don't have to. The goal is not to never consume something that is problematic. The goal is to understand what you're doing when you do so. Because like you said, blindly consuming things can cause people with no context to do things that are offensive and hurtful to entire generations and cultures of people. Like, to the person who's just watching Attack on Titan, it just might be mindless entertainment. But anything you do in relation to Attack on Titan otherwise is not just mindless entertainment. You are doing things and saying things in the real world with other people in it. And this doesn't have to just be cosplay. Even just telling someone, hey, I like Attack on Titan, is something outside the realm of mindless entertainment. You are now bringing your opinions into a space with another person. And everything we consume influences our behavior in certain ways, usually very minor ways. Like, the idea that violent shows or video games make you violent is totally bunk. But, like, look at the amount of people who think that military regalia is cool because of military-themed anime. I mean, look at the people who think that living in Japan would be a paradise because of slice-of-life anime. The fact that this anime, or really any type of media, affect the way we see the world doesn't make them bad. Because, as I said before, literally everything does that. If we want to be able to responsibly consume that media, we have to examine how it's changing our worldview, why, and where that change came from. Like, I've met Attack on Titan cosplayers who say that they just think the armbands are cool. But if you reframe that as, I think a costume that is based off a method of racial and cultural control used by the Nazis is cool, sounds a bit worse. Maybe they should examine that.